A long time ago, everything went south. Almost everybody was forced to move to South City. The people of South City live cold and miserable lives. You were born here. Most people have no desire to leave. I have no idea why. But you do, more than anything. And you might have found a way out. Help wanted. Looking for a young go-getter to accompany me to my old home, Pinehaven. Voyage and accommodation. Oh. Hello. You leave for Pinehaven today. It's cold here. Alright, we leave for Pinehaven, and we get into a blimp to do so. Alright? And we're off. Wait. We are now flying over Pinehaven, and we'll be landing shortly. All passengers, please prepare to leave the airship. It's a lot warmer here than it was in South City, that's for sure. It looks like we landed. I'll tell you what, I'm so glad that you decided to accompany me on this adventure, Pineleaf. I was starting to think that no one in South City was brave enough to join me. When you were the first and only person to respond to my ad, I knew that you were the right person for the job. Well, at least I didn't have competition for it. Dear, look at old fat Fletch waffle on. Let's get cracking. I'll see you outside, okay? Okay. So, outside. Oh, okay, here we are. Now, here we are. It's nice and warm here, unlike South City where it was snowing. Wow! Smell that fresh air! I'll tell you what, it feels good to finally be back on Pinehaven. Now, Pineleaf, I'm going to need your help in getting settled, okay? I'll give you this base tent. Take your time and find a good place for it. It'll be like a town hub. Take this map as well. If any questions, please ask me. I haven't been back to Pinehaven for a very long time, but I think I could still be helpful. I'll be waiting by this dock until you have set up the base tent. So, if you get lost, check your map and find the dock again. Good luck! And I receive an island map, and the island map is now to the right of theirs, and it can open up pockets by hitting tab. So that opens up the pockets so I can see what I've got. So I have a little bit of money, a black shirt, some blue shorts, and a base tent. Now, I probably tend to hit I instead, because that's just what I'm used to. And right now, I just need to find a good place for this. We've got a sizable island here, it looks like. What I'm thinking of having here is a bit of a square area for the town. Now, the wildlife here is based on that of Australia, and I think that also fits what the climate is here for also. What I think I'll do is I am going to have the base tent right here. I'm going to set up my tent there, the visitor tent flanking it on the other side, and I'm going to have a square in the middle which will form the town area as we slowly build the town. So I got that stupid tree. Now the biggest problem I've got here is I'm going to set the base tent with way. Would it get rid of the tree if I did this? No, it allows me actually to put it there. Now, do I have room to go? Yeah, it looks like I could have room there and room there for it. So I think this would be a good place for the base tent. Is this a good place for the base tent? Yeah, there's a tree in the way, but that's another matter. So this is where you decided to build? Huh? Yep. It's absolutely perfect. Our new home is here on Pinehaven. Thank you so much for sitting at the base tent. Well, guess what? I actually have a tent for you too. It's not much, but it'll be a place that you can call home. Now, plenty of room to spread out there on Pinehaven, so please take your time to place your tent. You'll probably visit the base tent a fair bit, so keep that in mind when you are looking for a spot to claim as your own. In other words, I'll be inside. Come speak to me once you have placed your tent. And yeah, so here is my tent. Now, actually, I guess that tree was completely destroyed, and oh well. Now, I mean, my tent is going to be going right. Not on level ground. Okay, what I'll something I didn't consider, because if it's not on level, I think it's required to be on level ground. Yeah, let me see. I think that's what. Yeah, not on level ground. Yes. So, someone said, "Yeah, of course I'm in the way." All right, let me just go. That's always the tricky bit, is trying to get into position for this thing. It's not on level ground, so. Let's see. Yeah, that's gonna be a problem. So obviously not on that side. I was thinking of making the town tent the center of the area, but it looks like that's not going to work out very well. I chose poorly, no matter what she says. That's the problem, is coming up with a good place. Actually, well, what if I go a little bit this far? That's the problem, is I don't have an opportunity. Okay, I guess I'll just have to be sticking out a little bit there. Is this a good place for it? Well, it's the best place I can find in the area. There we go. There's my tent. I know, exciting. Oh, I'm gonna have to break a few rocks in order to make that useful. And you can see her back inside. Now, her place is all set up. Now you'll notice that it's stuck at 10 a.m. on the 1st. It's not going to start moving it. I think maybe when she gives me the next tent is when it starts moving. Then we'll be back on the normal time. But we start on the first day of summer here. Yes, I know. It's first day of summer, and it was snowing in South City. South City must be in Antarctica. That's the only place I could think of. I don't know how often it snows in Tierra del Fuego. Anyway, I found a good place for the tent. I know it's not much, but I hope that you'll like your new home. I tell you what, you've got the spark. You see, most people back in South City are scared of leaving. There's something about that place that pulls the spark out of people. And I tell you what, we certainly aren't the first to leave. Have you ever heard of the traveling trader John? No? I tell you what, he's a bloody legend! Remember is that he traded a paper clip for a steamboat once. A picture of a steamboat or an actual steamboat? Trading is in his very blood. John is in contact with me before we left South City. He's interested in visiting with his shop here. I tell you what, I can't miss this opportunity. I reckon we get his visiting site deed ready for him. That way, we have a place ready for visitors who come to Pinehaven. I'll let you decide where the best place for the visiting site deed is. Just be sure it's close by. We want visitors to feel like a part of Pinehaven. Who knows? Maybe you can convince him to set up a permanent shop here. Be sure to talk to me once you place the visiting site deed. There we go. Oh, and that's right. I did not give you a welcome and all of the stuff here. I said, welcome everyone. This is Pineleaf Needles, and today we are starting on our playthrough of Dinkum, which is I guess best say a town building game. Well, I guess I'll have to see what I can do here. Because if I'm going to have anything near my original plan here, I can't do it on the other side, so let's try it here. Alright, let's see. How about this? This looks like a good place to put it. Yes, this is a good place to put the... Well, that kills my square. How can I have a square? Well, it looks like my square is going to turn to a horseshoe, and only that after I level out this ground. Oh well, I'm going to have a lot of digging to do, that's for sure. Don't they haven't started the clock yet? A place for visitors, alright. Let's talk to Fletch again. Hi, Fletch. So we're all set for visitors, huh? Well done! You've only been here for a little while, but you've achieved so much already. You remind me of my father. He was born right here on Pinehaven, you know? He was a true blue adventurer through and through. He loved doing new things and keeping track of all his milestones in his adventurer's journal. He wanted to come here and try to meet those milestones myself. Oh. Okay. Oh. But I'm getting a bit long on the tooth. So please, I want you to take his adventurer's journal and please keep good care of it. And this is your adventure now. So we get the adventurer's journal, and this is going to give us our milestones. That journal means a lot to me. But I think Dad'd be glad to have someone that is looking at and oh yeah, see the clock is moving now. It must have been when I turned in the quest. Okay. But I think my dad would be glad someone like you is looking after it. But I have a challenge for you, Pineleaf. I want you to try and beat my father's milestones. These milestones are going to take a long time to complete, but there's no hurry. I'm also going to add daily tasks to the journal, and these will be smaller milestones that you should easily complete just in one day. Now for the good part! Yeah? For every milestone you surpass, you'll be rewarded with permit points! Yay! What's a permit point? I'll tell you what, you're going to want a lot of permit points eventually. But we can talk about that tomorrow. Of course not. So okay, we'll learn that about in the next episode then. Because I'll be doing one day in each episode. For now, check out the journal. I think you'll find that you've actually completed some of the milestones inside. So be sure to claim them. Now, are you hungry? I am. I think it's just about lunchtime. I see fruit growing around this island, and that sounds tasty. Go and find some fruit, and when you're back, show me how you I'll show you how to craft a campfire. Alright. So, yeah, there's a lot of... Okay. Yeah, you need to press escape to open up the journal. So now we've got camper, which is a place to rest your head. A new home here is a milestone for placing your tent. So you get 100 permit points for that. And also explorer. Every adventure starts somewhere and yours starts here. Here's a milestone for placing the base tent. Alright. So we got 200 of these permit points. And also, harvest 3 bush lime, catch 2 bugs, and craft 1 item. So these are the daily milestones I have today. How do I catch bugs? Well, first I need to get 3 bush limes, and then craft 1 item. So these are things that I'm going to be asked to do, and she'll instruct me how to do the other 2 after I get through the first task. Now there's also this thing called tasks up here. Currently it's a find something to eat and talk to Fletch. And that something to eat is most likely going to be bush lime. So look at this. A bush lime tree. There we go. And now I could look around for other things because we've got some metal here, or we've got some wood lying around here. We have another bush lime tree. And we could look around for... Now, we will be looking a little bit more when I have to catch those bugs. And there seem to be plenty of them because usually bugs mean butterflies. They're the most common bug that you run around here. They use bugs in a very, very generic sense as opposed to very, very specific. So any insect, arachnid will fall under bugs in this game. Alright, and I guess a few other small arthropods. There we go. Now, alright, okay, that one's already been picked. Okay, might as well start collecting some of these gum logs while I'm at it. And back to Fletch. Oh, you found some meat! Eating food will keep your energy up. Here's the recipe for a campfire. I found these stones earlier, so you can use these to craft your campfire. You have to find some wood yourself, though. Feel free to use the crafting table in the base tent to craft a campfire. Take your time! You're done. Come and have a chat with me. I have a gift for you. Alright, so now we've got a campfire. So that's my first recipe here. It looks like actually have 6 recipes. Rock path, crude fence, campfire. Here we go. Oh, I picked up those 2 gum logs along the way, so I have everything that I needed for it. Alright. Nice that I took that precaution. So now we just craft this. And we now have that. And then also hit another daily milestone here. So we got 30 for that, 25 for crafting, so that gives us 55, so that's 255 then for a total on that. And finally, talk to Fletch again. I'm very impressed with the work that you've done here today. I think there's a great future for us here at Pinehaven. Here's a gift for helping me out so much. Oh, of course now, no bug net. I think you should take the rest of the day off. Maybe you'll go catch some of the bugs around here. Or maybe you could cook some of that fruit you found. Or I'll figure out something to do. I'm sure you will. Oh, before I get, take the sleeping bag too. If you get tired, pop that onto the ground and have a lay down. I'll tell you what, a good night's rest will do us both good. Thank you for so much for your help today. I can't believe that we're in Pinehaven. We could have done any of this without. So the first day is just to show you the basic structure of a day and to teach you a couple of basic skills that you need. In this case, bug catching. Bug catching is very important in this game. It's a good way of making money. And I have to do something with, since I don't have any means of, I could collect some wood while I'm out here also. I will of course be eventually needing some of this. But I look for a butterfly. Oh, I heard a fly. And my first bug is a fly. Alright. Now the flies you can't see all that well, but you can certainly hear them, that's for sure. And you know, there are fish down the water. Oh, there's a spider here. It's a spider. Alright, it looks like that. The spider must have gotten away. Alright, never mind. All the way through here. No, I'm not going to be able to net eject. Oh. Some of these are here. Now, let's see. Huandongs. Okay, I wasn't expecting to find... I caught a funnel web spider. Alright, so I got a spider there. So, that takes care of the catch 2 bugs item in there. So I'm done with all of my daily milestones, and I've done all the tasks that I was expected to do, right? Because task is place sleep bag on yeah, is just to get some rest in there. So this is pretty much the end of the day in there. Yes, I know it's not sunset yet, it's only 2:13. But then I was just spending all that time in an airship getting over here, and we don't have any tools yet. And without tools, we're not going to be able to do much. Oh. Just because... Wait. It takes a while to get used to it, and also eventually you level up your skill in bug catching, and they're a little bit more liberal once you do that. But right now, yeah, it's very hard to get in. Trying to do. Oh yes, the fruit will regrow after a few days, so it's not like I'm permanently losing everything in there. And it's not like you have to save up for a bitterly cold winter or anything like that. This main island is pretty large. Okay. It's going to be quite a bit to explore in here. I haven't had to swim over anything yet or anything like that, because usually I find myself doing a lot of swimming in order to get from one place to another. Oh, there's the camp right in there. There we go. I'll have to get some landmarks in the right, maybe at some point make some signs so I can find myself around here. Actually pave some pads. And oh, there's a spider. See if I can get this thing. There we go. Getting a little better. And I guess that is it. Because I'm hoping tomorrow that we get a mining pick so that I can get rid of these rocks. Those are gonna be what's down this way? I know right now I'm grabbing everything. No, I won't be able to grab that. I think that's going to require a size. There we go. Oops. Well, that was really bad. Alright, I think that's quite enough in there. Oh, we've got just about everything in this region. I'm just so used to having to swim in the other world I've tried. Alright, let's go and get some rest here. It's starting to get late. Well, actually, it's summertime. The sun sets pretty late in the summer, as you would expect. Alright, there we go. Alright, she's in here, and now let's drop down the sleeping bag. Let's try there. And lie down. And let's see. Place down sleeping and get some rest. So that's the last item that we have in there. So that's it for today, I guess. So yes, we'll call it a day and sleep until tomorrow. And summer the 1st. So I'm still level 0 bug catching. Foraging, I am still level 0. Probably should have foraged more and did more bug catching so that I could at least get to level 1 at the end of the first day, but I didn't do that. And of course, I didn't earn any money because I haven't had a chance to sell anything yet. And that's it for today's episode, and when we see you next time, we are going to see how to actually use skills. We return to Dinkum.